When she walked in that evening, she smelled faintly of citrus and cologne that wasn't mine. It was subtle, something most people would miss, but I had spent 12 years memorizing every scent that belonged to her. I stood by the kitchen counter, gripping the edge like it could steady me. She looked surprised to see me home early. "You're back already?" she asked, dropping her gym bag by the door, her tone light, casual, too casual. I swallowed the lump in my throat. "How long has this been going on?" Her hand froze mid-air, still holding her water bottle. For a split second, her face drained of color. Then she forced a smile. "What are you talking about?" The silence that followed felt heavier than any scream could have. I didn't answer right away. I just looked at her, really looked. Her hair was damp, pulled into a messy bun, her cheeks slightly flushed. The same gym outfit she always wore. Everything looked normal, but she didn't. "I saw the messages," I finally said, my voice trembling more than I wanted it to. "I know about Daniel." Her lips parted slightly. She blinked once, twice, and then said the word I hated most in that moment. "It's not what you think." I laughed, a quiet, broken sound. "Then please," I said, "explain it to me. Because from where I'm standing it looks exactly like what I think." She didn't speak. She just stood there, the silence stretching between us like a noose. 2 days earlier I wouldn't have believed any of this. I was the kind of husband who trusted too easily, who never checked phones or questioned late nights. But that changed when she started going to the gym 5 nights a week. First I was proud of her. She said she wanted to get back in shape, feel healthier. But soon her gym sessions stretched from 1 hour to 2. Then 3. She started coming home showered, claiming she used the gym's facilities. I didn't think much of it until one night, her phone lit up while she was in the shower. A text preview glowed on the screen. "Can't stop thinking about you." No name, just a number. My stomach dropped. I didn't open the message right away. I just stared at it, heart hammering. When I finally did, the rest came flooding in. Weeks of messages between her and Daniel, the personal trainer she'd mentioned once or twice. Flirty texts. Plans. Photos. Her writing things like, "You make me feel alive again." And, "I can't do this forever, but I don't want to stop." I didn't confront her that night. I sat there until 3 a.m., reading every message, every lie she'd typed with fingers I used to hold. The next morning I went to work like nothing had happened. But I couldn't focus. I couldn't eat. I couldn't even look at my coworkers without thinking, my wife is sleeping with another man. Now, standing in our kitchen, I watched her struggle for words. Her voice finally cracked. "It just happened. I didn't plan it." I nodded slowly. That's what people say when they've planned it so well they almost believe themselves. Tears filled her eyes. "You don't understand. I felt invisible, Mark. You've been distant for months. You barely talked to me. I was lonely." That hurt more than the betrayal itself. Because part of me knew there was truth in it. I had been distant, drowning in work, missing dinners, ignoring the small things. But loneliness isn't permission to destroy someone. I took a step closer. "So you fixed your loneliness by lying to me? By letting someone else touch what we built together?" She started crying then, her voice soft and desperate. "It wasn't supposed to go this far. It's over now, I swear." I almost wanted to believe her. But something inside me had already cracked. Once trust shatters, it doesn't matter how much you sweep. It never fits back together the same way. That night I didn't sleep. She stayed in the guest room, sobbing quietly behind a closed door. I sat in the living room with a bottle of whiskey and the weight of 12 years pressing on my chest. I thought about the first time we met. How she laughed too loud, how I couldn't stop watching her. I thought about our wedding vows, how we promised to be each other's home. And now home felt like a stranger's house. At 2 a.m. I did something I never thought I would. I wrote her a letter. It wasn't angry. It wasn't cruel. It was just honest. I told her how it felt to find out that the person I trusted most had become the one who hurt me most. How I replayed every gym visit in my mind, wondering if he kissed her before or after she said goodbye to me. When the sun rose, I folded the letter and left it on her pillow. By the time she woke up, I had already packed a suitcase. She followed me to the door, eyes red and swollen. "Please," she whispered. "We can fix this." I paused, hand on the doorknob. "You broke something that doesn't have instructions." She reached for me, but I stepped back. I just need time, I said. Maybe forever. And then I left. It's been 6 months now. The house is quieter. The bed feels too big. Some nights I still wake up expecting to hear her soft breathing beside me. She sends messages sometimes, apologies, memories, old photos of us. I don't respond. I've learned that healing isn't about forgetting someone. It's about remembering without wanting to go back. Last week I saw her at the grocery store. She looked smaller somehow, like the weight of her choices had finally caught up. Our eyes met for a moment and she smiled faintly, a sad, familiar smile. I nodded, polite but distant. And in that moment I realized something. I wasn't angry anymore. Just empty and then slowly free. Maybe that's what closure really is. Not the satisfaction of revenge or the return of love, but the quiet acceptance that the story ended, even if you never got the ending you deserved. As I walked out to my car, the wind brushed against my face, carrying the faint scent of citrus. I almost turned around, but I didn't, because sometimes the bravest thing you can do is keep walking.